So anyway, I just had the idea of talking about something very important that happened recently to me. You know, a lot of my life I kind of just spent trying to do the right things so the wrong things didn't happen to me. But the only thing that I really saw in my life that happened because of that is that I became extremely paranoid. Like I began to have so much paranoia and just so much insecurity of my future because I was constantly thinking like how am I gonna do this, how am I gonna do the things that I'm supposed to do to have a life or to have eternal life. You get what I'm saying? And it was only until very recently that I started to think in a different way. I just started thinking in a different way as to what I used to. Because before, all I really thought about is like, oh well, people do stupid things and bad things happen to them, so I just have to not do stupid things, and that way bad things won't happen to me. But I came to realize that that's not really how things work. Okay, I spent my whole flippin' life in fear and self condemning myself and feeling like I was done pretty much my whole life and just so frustrated with myself and with the world. And it wasn't until I realized that that's not really how things work, you know? So let me just put this into picture, okay? I for a long time I've had problems with feeling things properly. Specifically emotions, right? There have been many instances and times in which I have just completely lost all emotion. I'm like, hold on, why am I not feeling anything? That's not okay, right? Like why do I not know how I feel right now? Like I have no idea what I'm feeling. And it feels like I'm a box. Like a box without anything on the inside. And that's kind of what used to happen to me. And I think the reason why that used to happen to me so much is because I've just been so I just got so done with suffering and pain that my body literally just shut it down. My body just shut down all emotions in general. And my body was just trying to protect my heart. My body was trying to protect my heart because I genuinely could not, I just did not want any more pain or suffering. I did not wanted to feel any of that. But it wasn't until rather recently that it wasn't until recently that I began to kind of reconcile with that. And I'm like, you know what, maybe it's not that bad. I mean, I would rather feel like ass than not feeling at all. Like, I began to feel lucky because, when I got my emotions back, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy that I'm sad. I'm happy that I'm crying. I'm happy that I'm feeling awful because I'm feeling. And at first, I thought that was strange. That's not how the human mind should work. You shouldn't be happy that you're sad. That's weird. But then it's like I began to see emotions. I began to see emotions as just emotions, you know? I began to just feel happy that they were there. At all. I just felt happy they were there. And there was a point where I was like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm not supposed to constantly try to not suffer or have any pain as much as possible, but just to feel, just kind of concentrate on it as hard as you can and just really just feel it, because emotions are there. I began to see that emotions are present for you to feel them. Like, imagine that your body and your heart are telling you something, and the first thing that you think is that you shouldn't feel it. Like, if you do that, your brain is gonna recognize the emotion as something bad, but it's not. Emotions are not evil. Emotions are not bad in and of themselves. They're just there, and that's it. And like the thing is that like you not reconciling with your emotions, or like not really, or like, well, not you, me seeing it as a bad thing led to me repressing my own emotions, and also like look for not really good ways to deal with them, to cope with them, right? So I think that acceptance is something very nice. A lot of people are like never accept defeat, but it's like, man, we're humans are not made. Humans are not made to like always try to stay doing the same thing over and over again, okay? I tried it so many times and all I saw was myself change over and over again. So like it was only until I began to reconcile with like emotions and feelings and sensations that I really got to feel things again. And past that point, I was like, you know what? I don't want to earn anything in my life ever again. It's like I just thought about it and I'm like, look, if God is out there and he loves me, then surely he's gonna take care of me. Like I don't have to like force myself to take the right decisions to make things go the way they should go. You get what I'm saying? So like at a certain point I kind of just gave up. Like literally, I just gave up. And like yeah, something that I really hated is like whenever people tell you to give up, but then they tell you to go do something so that something bad doesn't happen to you. It's like you just told me to give up, but then you just told me to keep going. In a sense, it's like it just makes no sense. But it's like essentially, essentially what I did is that I kind of just like changed perspective, because it's like, you know what? Maybe this is not the way I think it is. Like maybe I'm just wrong. Because like I just saw myself fail so many times that it's like there's no way this is right. There's no way, okay? Like it doesn't matter who tells me or how they tell it to me. There's no way I'm right. Okay, this cannot be how it works. And it was only then that I like reconciliated with my own feelings, and also I kind of stopped trying to earn good things or a good future or good things to happen to me. So essentially after that my life just became significantly better. Like I stopped living in fear. I stopped running away from everything. And instead I kind of just took life in. I just took it all in, like I just breathed everything in, all of reality, all the things I know, all the truths, the lies, everything, just everything that I knew and felt and like did. I kind of just took it in and accepted it. It's like that's kind of what happens to a lot of people, is that when they're not feeling in a way that they think that they should not feel, they start to panic. They start to kind of like look for a way to stop feeling the way they're feeling, to the point where some people would rather not feel anything than feel anything. You get what I'm saying? But I really got into the conclusion that not feeling anything is worse than feeling awful all of the time. And it was only then that I actually started to feel good. Like I actually started to not be scared, to not feel like I have to run away all the time. So it's like I really just need anyone who's hearing this to know that you don't have to earn everything in your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't really need to earn like things in your life. Like, just know that God loves you and that He's gonna take care of you. It's like a lot of people think that they should give something. Like, maybe they should give, like, I don't know, like they should put all their effort and all their time and all their energy onto everything so that things go well. But doing that will really just mess you up and waste you. And even if it works well for you, like, there were better alternatives, you know? That, like, it's really not to shame anyone who really earned things through hard work, but it kind of is to shame anyone who gained things through hard work. Because it's like, you know, it's like if there was an easier way to do it, then why didn't you take the easier way? That's kind of dumb, but like, that's what happens to a lot of people. They think that the only way to do things is to like be hard on yourself, but that's not really the truth. Because like a lot of people just kind of teach you to go against yourself, against your emotions, your feelings, against the very systems of your own body, to just go against them. But you're supposed to work with them, not for them, but with them. It's a different thing. So like, and that's also a principle. That's also a principle that applies to God and like Jesus, right? Where it's like you're not supposed to work for God. You're supposed to work with God. You get what I'm saying? So it's like yeah, you don't need to earn anything in this life. You just have to trust that your Father in heaven is gonna give it to you, whatever it is that you want, and know that he might even subvert your expectations by maybe giving you something different, but then you realizing, wait, this is what I actually wanted. Because sometimes even we don't even know ourselves. Let's be realistic. There are many times where you yourself don't know yourself, right? And I myself don't know myself. So, like, for anyone here listening, just know that you're not that responsible for the things that happen to you. Like, you're not that responsible for your life as you think. And that you should just kind of like take everything in and accept it. Because acceptance is the best thing you can do in almost any situation. Of course, there are some situations where it's not really that good. But, like, it's the better way to live, okay? I don't know. I felt so much better, and like in my health, in my mind, in my heart, on everything, ever since I stopped trying to earn things. And ever since I stopped thinking that everything is in my hands. Like I don't have the weight of my entire life on my shoulders, you know? Like, it's just not true. It's not as simple. Like, life is not as simple as just taking the right choices and getting the right results. Like, it's so much more than that. And this life is here for you to experience it. Like, experience in itself is can be a goal, you know? Just like feel everything. Just feel it as hard as you can. And know that your Father loves you and that He wants to give you the best life that He can. So, yeah, I hope anyone who listened to this got that message. And I'll see you guys in Judgment Times.